Everybody, I just wanted to pop on here for a second because I had the most amazing mama moment ever just now with one of my twins who's going to be 5 this winter. Those of you who know me personally know that all 3 of my kiddos are under 5 and were given the diagnosis label of autistic. Just for point of reference, it's not a label we attach to in our house, but as kids do, we had a toy theft situation, and one of the boys was really, he was ticked off, he was mad, as any one of us would have been, but he was able to sit with me because he was trying to steal a different toy from his brother in retaliation. And I said, when he stole your toy, that made you feel really sad and it made you feel really mad, right? And he just kind of looked at me and I said, you don't want to make your brother feel mad and feel sad just because he made you feel that way. That would hurt him. I don't want to hurt my brother. I don't want him to feel sad. And I said, it's okay. It is okay that you're feeling mad and sad that he took your toy. And it's not okay that he did it. And Mommy will talk to him separately. But I'm really proud of you for choosing not to make him feel sad and not to make him feel mad. And we had a big hug. He found something else to play with, talked to his brother about the theft. But this is incredible. This is monumental, rock you to your pillars kind of stuff. They're little kids. They're not quite 5. And they have challenges with connecting to their emotions, their emotional body. Their nervous system is quite often on fire. They deal with heavy duty inflammation as a result of their injury that caused all of this and caused them to be labeled. But they're just beautiful reminders and expressions that no matter what has occurred in the physical body, the mental, the emotional, anything is possible. Absolutely anything is possible. And this is the type of thing, this is the type of emotional intelligence, this is what my dear friend Robin Nordling and I are talking about on my YouTube channel, Families United in Consciousness, on our weekly series, Parenting Consciousness. Look at how, with just a little guidance and a little patience and everyone keeping calm heads, look at how that turned out. I didn't have to pull 2 screaming, kicking, scratching, biting kids apart over a toy. He was able to recognize how he felt. He was able to cognitively and emotionally connect the dots and say, I don't want my brother to feel that way, even though he did that to me. There are adults that cannot do this. We all know someone, multiple someones, that are not capable of, in the moment, taking a minute, taking a breath, stepping back, and saying, I'm not going to respond in XYZ fashion. Mind-blowing. It's huge. These are the kinds of days where my gratitude overflows for the life that I live, the journey my family is taking, and the tour guide I get to be for my kids. It's not for me to have run in there and started yelling and, dictatorially, assigned who gets what toy and thrown everyone in timeout or taken it away. We didn't have to do any of that. That's how I grew up. That's how everyone I knew grew up. You're yelling, you're screaming, you're expressing your emotions. I want silence, so we're going to take away whatever it is you're fighting about, or we're going to send you to your room with no explanation other than, I didn't like what you did in that moment. See you later. With no afterwards conversation about why the emotion occurred. It's exciting stuff. This is how we can be there for the next generation. This is how we change their outlook on life. This is how we change the freaking world, folks. This is how. By looking at ourselves, healing ourselves, doing the work on ourselves so that we can be there and hold the space and be supportive and be able to guide our children. Imagine a whole generation that grew up being able to experience their emotions, that they have a safe space to do that in, that they have parents that are willing to ride the storm. And let me tell you, there are some pretty intense storms sometimes, of every emotion, whether it's manically happy or destructively angry. They're allowed to feel them all. They're allowed to express them all with, guided boundaries, of course. Every family needs to feel that out for themselves. In our house, it's perfectly okay to be extremely angry, but it's not okay to throw things or hit people or scream in people's faces. We have spaces for them to go scream. Go scream in your bed, in your giant pillows, in your meditation space under the pyramid. Those are okay places to do that. In mommy or daddy's face, no. So it's not about being completely permissive, completely complacent, because then you just get an over-exaggerated ego, right? That knows no boundaries, and that's, that can be difficult to navigate as well. That comes with its own set of pitfalls and labyrinths to be solved. But this is what we're aiming for. This is what we as adults are struggling, for those of us that are diving in and doing the work on ourselves. This is what we're struggling to achieve after years, lifetimes of being, in the systems, being subjected to the programming, the modeling, because our parents were traumatized and hurt as well. They didn't have any other tools. We do, if we choose to pick them up and use them. And it is making all of the difference. All of the difference in using those tools. I am seeing it more and more every day. I have happy, self-assured, self-aware, emotionally developing kids who, according to Western medicine and all of these specialists, I'd be lucky if I could ever get them to smile. And I have kids that have all ranges, every range of emotion, big and small, one extreme to the other, and they have no issue and no problem expressing them all. Why are we taught that that's wrong? Why do we seek to suppress our tears, hide our beaming smiles when we are successful at something, or we've had a big win? Why? Why are we taught that we must hide our anger and stuff it down so that it can explode later and ruin 16 different aspects of our lives? Why do we want to pass that on? Why do we want to continue when we know it doesn't work? When so many of us out there struggle every day with even what our purpose is in life. And again, we all know someone like that. Well, or these folks that are having their midlife crises. What is that? It's an identity crisis. How do you know who you are? By feeling. By acknowledging, accepting, and giving room for your feelings. Whatever they look like. The good, the bad, the scary. And, myself and Robin and others like us, we have kids that are doing that. And we are seeing the monumental difference. I really hope that this has been helpful and kind of, made some folks think that maybe there is a different way. And it's not that difficult. It's literally putting one foot in front of the other and consciously making changes to yourself and your family. Check our weekly series out. My YouTube channel is Families United in Consciousness. Robin has his own channel where he does some deep dives into consciousness and, more of the self work, the inward journey. His is Robin Nordling. And you can also find him on his website, Spirited Rebirth and Herbal Healing. I've been mentoring with different folks over there for over a year now, in different capacities. They're family. They're family now. And my whole life has changed because I took steps to change it. And there isn't anyone out there that can't. So check us out. It's also on my Facebook page. We talk a lot about what our families are doing, how we're functioning, how we're operating, how we're changing the paradigm of what parenting means. Have a great day, everybody. Hope to see you soon.